Hi, Year 7 Humanities students, and welcome back to remote learning. I know that this is not where we would have liked to have been coming back to term 3. However, we've done it once before, and I know that with everyone's support, coming together as a community, we can do it again really successfully. This video is for me to explain to you how this first week in humanities is going to work, and also how humanities in general every week is going to work for while we're in remote learning. So first of all, every week we'll begin with a video like this one in which I'll explain the tasks for that particular week. The way that you access that video is through Compass. So as always, you're going to go into Compass to find out what the task is for that particular session. But generally speaking, unlike last time, where we may have had different tasks for each lesson, this time you're going to have one bigger task for each week, usually. Sometimes there'll be maybe 2 tasks. So with this first session, you can see this. I'm on my 7A Humanities page. So this first session is going to be a Zoom catch-up in which we'll go over how we conduct ourselves in Zoom, how we communicate as a class outside of Zoom, how to send and check emails, and our plan for the week. But if we look on the next lesson, it says here, source analysis skills. This is the lesson plan for the rest of the week. So you will have a task that you get the whole week to complete with checkpoints as guidelines on how much you should have completed by the end of each session. So you'll see here there is always going to be the learning intention and success criteria. Read those carefully, and then a learning checklist. So that is, you go through and make sure that you do each part of the checklist in order. So the first thing every week will be watch Mr. Russell's explanation video. So that will be me explaining to you what the week is, what we're learning in that particular week. Then you'll usually see a link to take you to Google Classroom and what task you should open once you're in Google Classroom. So this is the using historical sources as evidence task and the accompanying PowerPoint. So if I click on Google Classroom here, it will take us to the classwork page for 7A Humanities. Now you'll see that all the work we did last term, I have put into a folder called Term 2. Each week we'll have a new folder where the task is. The reason it's gray is because it's not yet visible for you guys, but it will be by the time that your lesson comes around. So you'll click on that and see the instructions there. So it gives you guidelines as to what you should have completed by the end of each session for the week. Generally speaking, each week is about 3 lessons worth of work, whereby the 4th lesson of the week is an opportunity for you to catch up on work if you didn't get everything finished. Or if you were in my class last term, you'll know that usually our 4th session of the week was an opportunity for a Zoom to come together to discuss our learning and also to do maybe trivia or some games. So that's more of a wind down at the end of the week for humanities. But yes, all of the actual classwork that you have to do will generally be on Google Classroom and should take about 3 sessions. So this one, you can see, has 2 documents here. It has a task sheet and it has a skill guide slideshow. So if we click on the task sheet, which I opened earlier, it says week 1, using historical sources as evidence practice. So this is an opportunity for you to practice this skill. And there are a number of parts for you to complete. So it gives you step-by-step guides of what to do. So here, the first step is to read the first 3 slides in the accompanying slideshow. So we go here, there's the first, second, and third slide. So you'll read those first before you move on to the first task on this document. Now make sure that as you work through it, you are trying to accomplish the parts that it says in the on Google Classroom in the instructions, and that once you finish everything, you click. I don't see it here because I have Teacher View, but you will see next to the share button a turn in button. And make sure that once you've finished everything, you turn it in so that your teacher can see that you have completed the work and can check your work and see how you've gone with that. So that's the first thing. As always, check Compass to see what you're doing. There will also be an opportunity to contact your teacher. For me, I'll be available via Zoom during class time, so you can always log in to ask me a question there, or via email, or however you choose to communicate with your teacher. That can be discussed between you and your teacher. So as always, Compass, then Google Classroom, and unlike last time, it is a task sheet for the week. So this week is all about using historical sources as evidence. And if you have any questions about it, please contact your teacher. And again, it's a shame that we're back into doing remote learning, but while we're here, we as your teachers will always be here to support you and help you in any way that we can. So we really look forward to learning some history with you this term.